The alarm blares at 5 a.m., slicing through the silence like a drill sergeant with a personal vendetta. My hand, acting on pure muscle memory, lunges for the snooze button, desperate to buy just a few more precious minutes of sleep. The sun's still out cold, hiding somewhere behind the horizon, and my phone's chipper, rise and shine message only fuels my regret for ever agreeing to this madness. Who programmed phones to be so relentlessly optimistic at this hour? Who joins the 5 a.m. club willingly? Not me. I'm convinced it's a secret society for overachievers and people who actually enjoy kale smoothies. I'm a proud member of the Just 5 More Minutes Club, now under siege by adult responsibility and the ever-looming threat of being late for everything. My first thought isn't yoga or journaling or any of those miracle morning habits. It's more like, if I lie perfectly still, maybe the day won't see me, and I can stay hidden in my blanket cocoon forever. It's a childish hope, but for a few seconds, it almost works. I squeeze my eyes shut, bargaining with the universe for just a little more time. But the to-do list stampedes closer. School lunches, work emails, permission slips, laundry, the works. My brain is already racing, even if my body refuses to move. I slip out of bed, careful not to wake Mark, who's sleeping like a bearded angel. I'm already jealous of his ability to sleep through anything, including my internal existential crisis. My mission? Squeeze in 1 hour of work before my kids, Lily and Sam, wake up and bombard me with squirrel dream stories, breakfast demands, and a million questions about the universe. This pre-dawn hour is my secret weapon, my only shot at productivity before the chaos of family life explodes into action. I tiptoe out ninja style into a house holding its breath before chaos. Every creak and whisper feels amplified in the stillness. The kitchen floor creaks, probably rooting for the day, or maybe just mocking my attempt at stealth. I wince, hoping the kids don't stir. I flick on the coffee maker. That gurgle? That's the real start of my day. Coffee is hope in liquid form, the only thing standing between me and total incoherence. Coffee is the only reason I'll form sentences by my first Zoom call. Without it, I'd just be a blinking, yawning avatar on the screen. This quiet moment, just me and my caffeine, is the calm before the storm. I wouldn't trade it. Probably. There's a strange peace in knowing I'm the only one awake, even if I'm not exactly thrilled about it. But ask me again in 10 minutes, when the house erupts and I'm knee-deep in cereal and chaos. And yes, despite all this, I'm still not a morning person. But for now, I'll fake it with coffee and a little bit of stubbornness. By 7 a.m., the kitchen morphs into mission control, the heart of our home's daily operations. It's the launchpad for Operation Get Everyone Out Alive, and the stakes feel higher than any boardroom meeting. My laptop's open, already taunting me with spreadsheets and unread emails, while I juggle star-shaped sandwiches for Lily and no green stuff for Sam. School books are scattered between lunchboxes, and I'm mentally prepping for my first call. It's like being a short-order cook for tiny, picky food critics who change their minds every 5 minutes. The menu is always evolving, and the reviews are brutally honest. I'm buttering toast, flagging emails, and fielding Lily's 7:15 a.m. question about photosynthesis, with toast and banana props. Multitasking is my superpower, even if my cape is a coffee-stained dish towel. Sam's building a cereal box tower that's one wobble away from disaster, his giggles mixing with the clatter of spoons and the hum of the kettle. Mark strolls in, annoyingly refreshed, and takes over toast duty, quizzing Lily on spelling words while sneaking bites of her crusts. He's my co-pilot in this circus, tag-teaming the chaos with a wink and a smile, making sure no one leaves without breakfast or a hug. Suddenly, the dog barks, the cereal tower collapses, and my laptop pings, reminding me I have a meeting in 10 minutes. The chaos crescendos, and I'm at the center of it all. I stand in the middle of the mess, take a deep breath, and eat a handful of floor cereal, because sometimes breakfast is wherever you find it. Sometimes you just have to embrace the madness, laugh at the mess, and remember these are the moments we'll miss someday, and never waste good carbs. That's a rule I live by, no matter how hectic the morning. The kitchen is sticky, noisy, and beautiful, a living scrapbook of our family's daily adventures. This is family life, messy, loud, and somehow perfect, filled with love, laughter, and a little bit of chaos. Onward to the next crisis, fueled by carbs, coffee, and the beautiful madness of family. My home office is a corner of the dining table, not a Pinterest dream. It's a patchwork of coffee rings, crayon marks, and the occasional sticky note that's lost its stick. I squeeze my laptop between a stack of coloring books and a bowl of fruit, hoping the Wi-Fi holds out just long enough for my next meeting. My Zoom background is a carefully curated white wall. What you don't see is the laundry mountain just out of frame. I've become a master at angling my camera to hide the chaos, and I can spot a fellow parent's strategic camera placement from a mile away. I'm business on top, pajama party on the bottom. If only my coworkers knew that my power suit is paired with fuzzy socks and slippers. The mute button is my best friend. It's my shield, my secret weapon, and sometimes my only line of defense against the unpredictable soundtrack of home life. It lets me look focused, while I'm actually mouthing "put that down" to my kids. I've perfected the art of the silent scold, all while nodding along to quarterly reports. I deserve a promotion for my skills in silent, desperate parenting. If there were medals for multitasking, I'd have a whole trophy shelf by now. Of course, there are disasters, like yelling about toilet paper to my whole team, thinking I was muted. The horror of realizing my private chaos just became public entertainment is unforgettable. My boss just blinked and moved on. Maybe he's seen it all, or maybe he's just grateful it wasn't him this time. I wanted the floor to swallow me, but after a deep breath and a nervous laugh, I kept going. Because what else can you do? But there are wins. Delivering a presentation without a sippy cup flying past, or making it through a meeting without a single interruption. Those moments feel like Olympic victories. Or answering market questions while negotiating with a toddler. I can switch from discussing quarterly growth to negotiating snack time in a heartbeat. My superpower? Switching between corporate jargon and kid chaos. I'm fluent in both, and sometimes I even impress myself. No cape required, just a blanket when the house is cold. Comfort is key, and I've learned to embrace it. It's not glamorous, but it's mine. This is my reality, and I'm learning to love the beautiful mess of it all. And I'm getting better at it every day. Each call, each mishap, each small victory adds up. Mute button, don't fail me now. Here's to surviving, and sometimes thriving, in the wild world of remote work. By 2 p.m., I hit the wall, hard. My brain's buffering, my motivation's gone. I crave a nap, but deadlines scream louder. Coffee is my only hope, so I stumble to the kitchen, only to find a lunch crime scene and a sink full of dishes. The house is finally quiet. The kids are glued to their tablets. The silence makes the mess feel even bigger. It's not just the dishes, it's the mental load appointments, dinner, worrying about Sam's social life. I lean on the counter, eyes closed, feeling like I'm juggling glass balls. Then I spot Lily's drawing on the fridge. Me with octopus arms, smiling, labeled, "Best Mom." Suddenly, the exhaustion lifts a little. Even when I feel like I'm failing, my kids see a superhero. That's enough to pour another coffee and keep going. The mess can wait. The love can't. I take a deep breath and get back to it. Octopus arms, activate. Just as I'm drowning in emails, Mark comes home. He surveys the kitchen disaster, kisses my head and says, "How was the battle, soldier?" He doesn't offer advice. He just rolls up his sleeves and tackles the dishes. "You finish up, I've got dinner," he says, launching into his world-famous whatever's in the fridge stir-fry. It's not gourmet, but it's a meal I don't have to cook. That's love. The kids emerge, drawn to Mark's energy and the promise of food. He listens to their stories, laughs, and is fully present. Watching them, I feel relief. I'm not alone, we're a team. It's not about perfection. It's about passing the baton when you're tired. Mark's support lets me clock out of work and just be Maya. It's a small act, but it's everything. This is what holds our world together. Teamwork, not heroics. And maybe a little soy sauce. Post-dinner, the hour of mayhem begins. The living room is a Lego minefield, parenthood's true test of pain tolerance. Tonight's event, family fort building. Mark engineers, I decorate, the kids help. Sam tries to use the dog as a support beam. Lily demands more glitter. I veto the glitter. Inside the fort, the day's chaos melts away. We tell stories, make shadow puppets, and laugh at Lily's nonsensical jokes. Sam snuggles in, finally winding down. In this little fortress, the outside world disappears. These are the moments I'll remember, not the mess, but the laughter and love. This is the good stuff, the sweet center of our messy life, and it's worth every Lego-induced limp. Bedtime negotiations begin. My kids are master lawyers. Lily needs water, Sam fears monsters, and urgent questions about the sky can't wait. Mark and I divide and conquer. I handle Lily's bedtime story. He tackles Sam's monster crisis. Lily interrupts every page with commentary, her mind buzzing. After the story, she pleads for 5 more minutes. I stand firm. Bedtime is non-negotiable. I tuck her in, kiss her, and turn on her nightlight. I love you more, she whispers as I close the door. My heart melts. Mark and I meet in the hallway, sharing a look of loving exhaustion. Mission accomplished. Monsters vanquished, treaties signed. The house is finally quiet. The dishwasher hums, a sound I love more than some relatives. The tiny humans are asleep. For a few hours, the night is ours. We survived another day. With the kids asleep, Mark and I collapse on the couch, our nightly debrief zone. We sit in silence, just breathing, finally connecting as a couple. He asks about my day, work, wins, disasters. I tell him about the octopus drawing and the conference call mishap. He shares a funny office story. We're not fixing problems, just listening. He brings ice cream, mint chocolate chip, my weakness. We eat, watch mindless TV, and let the day's tension fade. This is our date night, pajamas, couch, and peace. It's not glamorous, but it's perfect. I lean on his shoulder, grateful. We're a team, tired, imperfect, but strong. We pick each other up and always remember the ice cream. It's the glue of our universe. Here's to surviving and loving this beautiful mess. Crawling into bed, the day replays in my mind. Chaos, laughter, love. It was overwhelming and beautiful, a normal, messy, wonderful day. In a few hours, the alarm will blare again. The cycle restarts. The kitchen becomes command center. The mute button my ally. The mental load heavy. But I'm not juggling alone. Mark steps in when I need him. The kids, even in their mess, bring hugs and crayon masterpieces. We're a team. Chaotic, loving, resilient. Our strength isn't perfection. It's finding humor in the madness and leaning on each other. As I drift off, I think of Lily's octopus drawing and our laughter in the fort. This life is a privilege, a messy masterpiece we create together. As dawn hints at the window, I feel ready. Day 267 of this beautiful madness. Let's do it. But first, coffee. Always coffee. And maybe 5 more minutes.